Let's go back to December 2021 when you walked in this team meeting room with your first meeting as the head coach of Washington.
Yep.
What was going through your mind when you walked through the door?
Well, it happened so fast. I mean, you're, coaching at Fresno State on Thanksgiving Day against San Jose, and things really happen Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and by Monday morning you're getting offered a job and talking to your team, and that's an emotional piece on that end because I love that place. It was awesome, but knew just this was too good of an opportunity. Was so fired up, and came up here and met with the team on that. I think it was a Monday night, and it was pretty easy to get a feel of how important being really good was to them, and that there was a lot of really high character guys who cared a lot about each other, as well as this program. And so I could even feel that in the room. I had their attention, and you always do when it's your first day, right, coming in as a head coach. But pulled them off into little kind of side pocket groups, what we would probably now call our unity council, but a lot of the leadership guys in leadership roles, met with them and got a really good idea of what it was that they were missing. And it wasn't, it was just a few things. And I think we brought that to the table as a coaching staff, and that led to a great season last year.
What made you believe there were a lot of jobs open at that time on the West Coast? You had success at a bunch of other stops. What made you believe that this was the right job to take and the right time to take it?
There was just enough, people that I knew that had either been here and coached here, just enough contacts that I understood kind of this place. I coached here in 2017 and saw what the environment was when I was at Fresno State as a coordinator. And that was coming off of a 2016, playoff run that they had here. And so it was electric. We had a silent cadence, it was loud. And, there's just this whole focus on the dogs that Seattle has. And it's a special community that way. We do have an NFL team that does, is awesome. Major League Baseball team, and, now hockey's doing well as well. But the dogs is what this place is all about. And so the focus there. And then I thought the bones of the program, just with, national championships and many conference championships, Rose Bowl appearances, this place has that from within. And so that there's pride from alumni that really, brought a lot to this program. And that's been so much fun getting to know them over the last year.
Take me through the whirlwind of when you take the job. You mentioned it happened so fast. When you take the job, not only are you coming here and having to build your staff out, which you obviously took a lot of guys with you, but you're also having to recruit your own roster in the time of the transfer portal. You got to figure out who's committed to us, who do we want, who do we have to go after. There's so much going on. What was that first week like when you were on the job here? Yeah,
I'd say the first couple of weeks, and then it just things change too, and you learn a lot about the people that you have around you, and you just appreciate them even more. And it was great having a foundation with 6 coaches, strength coach, got Courtney Morgan as our director of player personnel, getting a lot of those pieces in place. There was a lot of positions still had to figure out, but just recruiting the roster part, you brought that up. Looking back on it, it was hour by hour sometimes. That's just how it was, because and you understand why. They don't know who you are. And these are important decisions, and this is a quarter school. And so these guys got to figure out by January 3rd where they're going to school. So, that Christmas break, there was a lot of phone calls, a lot of even, one-on-one conversations before, they left for Christmas break. But we got through it and, for the most part retained our roster. And again, that's a tribute to these guys and how they felt about each other and the belief that they had and wanting to accomplish it. And then I give them and our staff credit for, meeting each other in the middle and trusting what was said, and then, January was a great month. I walked in this room and it was dead quiet for that first meeting on January 3rd, I think it was. And, by Friday, 5 days later, doing some workouts, and it was a whole different vibe. Just here we go. It felt like we were already, 5 months in. And so it's a tribute again to everyone involved, coaches and players.
When you got here, what was the first thing that either surprised you or that you said, we have to change this or fix this right away as we get going here?
Just that the guys never flinched.
Yeah.
I mean, we asked them to do something and they did it and then some. That was really, there was not a lot of major things that we had to fix. Just, different schemes, offense, defense, special teams. And they knew that was going to happen, but they never flinched. And we were asking them to do a lot when it came to the training. Mm-hmm. And, they've seen their bodies change, and looking back on it, I know they're really happy that they just went all in.
Yeah.
But that's certainly a time, right, when you're doing different workouts and, kind of you could ask questions, but they never flinched.
Yeah. You mentioned a little bit of, we talked about why you took this job. The other part of it, too, is the commitment that you need from the administration to build a program in today's college football with all the resources and the arms race and everything that goes into it. Tell me about those conversations with the administration of saying, are we committed to winning at the highest level, and does the commitment that the administration and everything that goes into it match the expectation that they have for you?
Yeah, there's no question. Our president, President Kause, when I met with her, she expressed that, and I could tell that what she was saying, she meant, and she was excited, anxious, whatever, to get football back going again. And that was really during my interview, but that's continued on throughout. My contact with her and my support that I get from President Kause is great. And then, Jen Cohen, she is as aggressive as they get, and this is a place she's been passionate about and worked at, for a long time. And this is home for her, and so, when you really look at it, and she just keeps providing the resources, and, we'll go out there and help find what we need if there is anything that comes up, and very solution oriented and understands that, that as long as we have a plan and I can show her the why, she'll do everything she can to make it happen.